Morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, and this is your pre-opening comment, video number 1014. And again, I remind you to hit that subscribe and the notification buttons. Okay, plenty of news this morning. Incredibly hot CPI number. Month over month, 0.9%, 50% higher than what was expected of 0.6. Ex food and energy, 0.6 versus 0.4. So both numbers about that same level. On a year over year basis, 6.2%, highest since 1990. Expectations were for 5.9, and ex food and energy on a year over year, 4.6%. These are huge numbers. And honestly, I cannot believe that they're still using the term transitory when you have big pieces of this in the building blocks for things, commodities in particular, and wage gains, which will not be rolled back. I was talking to somebody yesterday and discussing the fact that these are compounding numbers. Once this is embedded in the system, even if it goes from, let's call the year over year number 6.2. So if you start at 100 and next year it's 106.2 and it gets cut in half to 3.1, it's still 3.1 times 106. So it continues to build, and clearly nobody is thinking that way. Because of Veterans Day, we did have claims, and initial claims were down 267,000 versus 269,000. They have not published whether or not there's been an adjustment to last week's number. On the other hand, continuing claims actually rose to 2,160,000. So not a big jump, but a move in the opposite direction. And the 30-year bond and the 10-year note are both higher. The 10-year note about 148, excuse me, 148 and a half. That's up from 143's low yesterday, when we also had a $39 billion auction that Rick Santelli gave a D grade to. Okay, so before the numbers came out, the CPI and the claims number, we were down 50 in the Dow, 73 in the Nas, and 11 in the S&P. Right now, the Dow is showing down 90. The Nasdaq down about 120, and the S&P down about 19. Stock news: RIVN priced still above. The last range was 72 to 74. They priced 135 million shares at 78. Unity Software, a miss, 60.47, down 11.16. DoorDash, DASH, beats and is buying the Finnish version of itself for $8.1 billion in stock. The name of that company is Wolt, WOLT, and the stock is 220, up 28 or 14.6%. Coinstar with a miss, 30% decline in trading, closed 357.66, up 347 yesterday. So far has traded down as low as 313. Last is 322, down 35.36 or 10%. Adidas is unchanged, but they have guided lower and said that their big problem seems to be China and supply chain. Ring, the doorbell company, I'm a user. I find it really helpful. RNG, they beat. Stock is 290, up 57 or 24%. Some of these moves in the last couple of weeks have really gotten, I don't want to say unrealistic, but 25% up, 15-20% down. I mean, these are really big numbers. And RNXT, which is a biotech, which has a new treatment for pancreatic cancer. That's Renovo RX. The stock closed 541 yesterday. This company's only been around since August. Started at about 6, got up as high as 16 and change. Closed yesterday 541. This morning has traded as high as 1431. Last is 898. That's up 357 or 66%. And I am truly surprised and obviously way wrong on Tesla. I actually was not expecting Tesla to break much below the 1,050 area we had. That was where it started to the upside. But yesterday's action of down 140 and today's continuing lower to a slightly lower low to the round number 1,000.50, a bit of a surprise to me. They may be going to close that gap from Friday, the 22nd of October, till that Monday morning, and that gap was 910 on the bottom and 944. So, again, I'm surprised. I think if you want to own this stock, you buy half your position right here, and if it continues down, you buy the other half, and if it starts back up and goes through, let's say, 1,050 back on the upside, you add there too. Okay, the biggest recipient of the activity was the gold on those CPI numbers. That's the chart on the screen. This is the weekly. I've been pointing this out as this downtrend line. We are now through it. Yesterday's high was 1820.10. Today's is 1813. So it did not leave a gap, but it is through the downtrend line. It is above all of these numbers. I was looking for a close over 1833.70, as I mentioned last night. We're $20 above that right now. So if it doesn't sell off, I think this bodes particularly well for it. Let me give you a look at the daily a little closer in. As you can see, not only did we go through it on a daily basis, but we have what looks like a running correction to the upside. This is one that Dennis and I have been talking about. Dennis with the buy area all the way back down here at the 1860 level, got to 1858 and change and started back up. Again, here are those high closes. 1835.80 and 1833.70. Clearly through that into some resistance, but I don't see a reason why we can't get to 18 3/4. The rest of the futures this morning are oil got up to just under 85. Last is 84.32. It's only up 17 or 20 cents now. Low is 83.30 overnight, so much lower. The silver is up 35 cents. Some of the softs, the cotton is up 80 cents. Coffee, which was up over $6 yesterday, and I think is going to break out, is up another 35 cents. The dollar is up Bitcoin and Ethereum both up, and the bonds are down 14/32, so a little less than half a point. All right, everyone. Don't forget to get in touch with me on the futures trading program. There are a lot of good reasons why you should be involved, and clearly inflation is one of them.